opportunity, because every business opportunity is solving a problem. Think about it. Think really hard during this presentation this evening. So we can begin now. We are live on Facebook, so for those who cannot make it on Zoom, you can go over to Facebook. I will go ahead and post the link shortly. So good evening, everyone. My name is Leslie-Ann Cooper, and I am 21% Golden Magnolia. And I want to introduce you to our amazing FM World presentation. A little story about myself. I am part of the Dream Team Empire. Reason I say Dream Team, because I believe you dream it, you believe it, you can achieve it. So that is where our team falls under this amazing company called FM World. And I started with this company a little over 4 years ago, not really wanting it as a business, because my cousin, Kenwin James, he had to literally spam me, harass me to get me to even look at this opportunity. But one thing I always think about is having an opportunity. I always think of having a plan B. So when eventually he got my attention, I said, okay, I will be a preferred customer. But then shortly after, I realized it's an amazing plan B, because I used the liquid bottled line. It lasted me all day. Under 10 US dollars. Lasted me all day, one application, versus the brand I used to pay for 23 US dollars for taxes. So what I did was shifted my buying power. I shifted my buying power, and I buy from myself now. I have been laid off for a year and a month during the pandemic. And what that time did for me is to give me growth and to show me that, you know what if? I always said, what if? What if you lose your job? What if you get laid off? It happened. And I was comfortable, because you know why? I had my plan B to fall back on. Now I'm back to work. However, I am not giving up on my dream of this FM World opportunity. So that's a little story about myself. But the woman of the hour right now, her name is ORIYOMI EASTMAN. She is a 6% Magnolia with this company. She herself was spammed by Kenwin James. We pretty much fell under the same fate, that he had to spam, myself. He spammed Ori, he spammed a few people. He did it the wrong way, but you know what? We are solving problems. And I would love for Ori this evening to come to you and give you an amazing presentation. So Ori, thank you for being our presenter this evening. I do appreciate you, and it's back to you.
Hi, good evening, everyone, and thank you, Leslie-Ann, for that introduction and introducing me. Right, so I just want to give a little bit about myself, and as Leslie-Ann mentioned, my name is ORIYOMI EASTMAN, and yes, I was spammed by Clement James, who is my upline, and like Leslie-Ann, I really did not have any interest or paid any particular attention to the business and what it can do for me. It was only until my circumstances has changed. And my circumstances, by that I mean when I became a single parent, I recognized how difficult it was. I always knew, but I recognized how difficult it was to survive on one source of income. And I decided that, you know what, I have this thing that I just rest down there. I need to and take it up and run with it and pay more attention to the gem that I have. Because there's a saying, you don't always see a diamond lying around. You just have to dig deep and clear it out and do the work and polish it and shine it before the diamond can actually shine bright. And that is what I decided to do with this business. So I am here to share a little info with you. I want to thank you, all the guests on the call who took the opportunity to join us tonight. And I hope you get some valuable information from this call and you would learn something. So we are building something great. So let me ask you, what motivates you? Have you shrunk your dreams to meet your income? I know I have, because surviving on one income doesn't really provide that opportunity for me to meet my dreams. So Robert Kiyosaki says, jobs are a century-old concept created during the Industrial Revolution. Despite the reality that we are now deep in the information age, many people are studying for or working at or clinging to the industrial age idea of a safe, secure job. What that really means in layman terms, we have been taught over and over again, time and time again, by our parents, by our grandparents, by the neighbors on the streets, by our community, that you go to school, you get an education, you get a job, and everything will work itself out. But is it really working itself out? Because working from home now is becoming the new normal. Companies are downsizing. Some occupations will cease to exist. Online shopping is increasing. It's tough to survive on one source of income. I know because I experience it. And people are looking for new ways to work at home. And given this COVID-19 pandemic, you have seen some of us has experienced where we were retrenched or have a drop in salary, or we have to find new ways to work around our families and to do the same job that they are paying us to do. So let me ask you a question. And when I ask you this question, I want you to think about it. Don't rush to answer it just yet. But if you can make money with no money, would you do it? Ponder on that question in the back of your mind while we go through this presentation. So I'm going to talk to you and introduce you to Federico Mahora, FM World. So who are we? FM World is a global leader of multi-level marketing. The company was established in 2004 by Mr. Arthur Turisky. The mission of FM is to deliver high-quality products at attractive prices directly to households, excluding traditional retail networks. A little later on in the presentation, I will explain to you what traditional retail networks mean. So, what makes FM great? We are established in 6 different continents, doing business in over 90 countries, have over 2 million business partners and growing, and we intend to become the #1 for fragrances and also to be the market leader in network marketing. So what does the FM offers? We have perfumes. So you would see on my screen, you have the Boutique, the Pure line, and the Pure Royal line. But what makes us better compared with other brands? Here's a little lesson on perfume. Now, for some of you, you may not have paid attention to it because you go to your department store or you go to your local store or wherever you shop and you see a fragrance and you say, let me try that. And they will test it on you and you will say, yeah, I want this because it's smelling great. But here's what does your bottles actually have written on it? Does it have eau de cologne, eau de toilette, eau de parfum, or parfum? What makes FM great is because we only provide half farm. Most brands that you would know of, you would see on your bottle with the toilet or with the perfume. And what that simply means is the concentration of perfume oil or fragrance oil you get in the bottle compared to what FM provides. So the toilet has 48% alcohol and water. The perfume has 8 to 15% strength, alcohol, and water. What FM did is provide perfume, which is 20% of the fragrance oil and alcohol. So there's no water in it. It's not watered down. It's not diluted. It's the actual fragrance scent you are getting. Perfume is FM's flagship product. However, we have expanded greatly to meet the expectation of all our clients. And that's the amazing thing about FM World. They didn't just stick to one line of business. Through research and marketing, they decided to branch off into other areas to provide quality products to all customers. But you might say, I don't really wear perfume. I had a client that told me, I don't really wear perfume. So what else do you have? We have a NutriCode line with deals with vitamin supplements. We have oil, coffee, and tea. We have Fanative that deals with skincare. We have the Pure Home that have the diffusers on air fresheners for your home. We have makeup for those makeup lovers. We have hair lab for those who like to invest time in taking care of their hair. We have Smart and Clean, things to wash your wares, things to wash your clothes. So FM thought of everything. So who are the FM group partners? We talked about perfume earlier. So here's what. Drum Fragrances. Drum is the company that's responsible for providing FM with all the fragrance oil. But here's the interesting thing about it. Drum also provides fragrance oil to the other brands that you may be aware of. So we are not getting imitation stuff. We are getting the real deal. So FM is not just a perfume thing, it is a brand. Perfan is the company that does all the warehousing and marketing and the research and all the stuff that needs to be done in terms of providing great and new inventive products for us as customers. And then you have FM World, which was launched in 2004. Now, when you have these three big companies working together, you have a powerhouse on your hands. So you know that when you get a product from FM World, it's not a fly by night yesterday, they just think of something. It's time that they would have put into developing these products, these quality products for us to use as consumers. So earlier I would have mentioned traditional retail market. Simply what that means is conventional marketing. And we take part in conventional marketing every day. It's a part of life, is what we do. But what exactly is it? So when you go to the department store or to wherever you shop and you buy a product, what actually happens is that the company provides the product to a national wholesaler or broker, then it goes to a regional wholesaler, then it goes to the mall or your department store or wherever you shop, or even online on Amazon, if it's there you are shopping, before it actually comes to you. Now, that is a chain of process that normally happens. But have you ever thought of why you pay so much money for products? Because 90% of the times, the money that you are paying for the product that you are receiving or you are enjoying has nothing to do with the quality of the product, right? So on local markets, you might buy a bottle of the toilet, 100 ml for like $7.50. Please be minded that these prices are quoted in TT. You might say, well, yeah, that's okay. You might go and buy the perfume for $900. You might buy perfume for $2,000. Now think about it. Why would you spend so much money for perfume and you're not even sure of the quality that you are getting? So here's what I like to say. You don't wear the bottle, you actually wear the fragrance that you are getting. And what makes FM even great is because we, FM, have decided to do away, to minimize, or to cut out all of the other middlemen before you, the customer, get the price. So what FM World does is that they decided they would deliver the products to independent distributors like myself and Leslie-ANN and others. And then we now, as distributors, will sell the products to you. In that way, you don't pay the exorbitant prices that you would normally pay if you go through conventional marketing. Because we are not paying for the celebrity endorsements, we are not paying for the rentals and the insurance and all that. FM decided to cut all of that out to ensure that you get your product and your quality product easier and more accessible. So you can get a bottle of pure fragrance, a 50 ml bottle for $285 TT, or you can choose to purchase a pure oil for $400 TT, or you can choose to purchase the boutique fragrance for $1,400 TT. So why pay more for less? To me, that doesn't make any sense at all. So if you are a business partner and you decide to purchase a pure fragrance, you can get it at the cost of $190, sell it for $285, and make a profit of $95 and get points of 31 points. Now, a little later, I will explain what the points means, but let's do a little bit of math. Now, I'm not too good at math. When I did CXC how many years ago, I passed math through the skin of my teeth, but let's do a little math here, right? And you might have to help me out a little bit. So imagine buying 5 bottles of pure fragrance for yourself at the cost of $190, and you sell it for $285. You make a profit of $95. Multiply that $95 by 5 for the month. Let's say you sell 5 bottles for the month. Multiply that $95 by 5. How much do you get? That profit is money that you can take to do whatever you desire, whatever you dream of doing. Now, who would not want that additional income in your pocket? Now, you might decide to sell for oil. You can get it at a cost of $235, sell it for $400, make a profit of $165. Or you can sell the boutique at $1,400 and buy it at a price of $800, and that's a profit of $600. Now imagine making that kind of money every month like clockwork. Who wouldn't want that? I know I sure do. So every month we have some people that come knocking on our door. They come like clockwork, they don't hesitate, and if you're stuck sometimes, they bust your throats. Who are these people? They are people like B-Mobile, TNT, Republic Bank, WhatsApp, you name them, your creditors, whether they come for rent, whether they come for insurance, whatever it is they come for, they come every month like clockwork and do not hesitate. So we all have residual bills. Why not have residual income? Now, how can you make what FM do? You can do it through retail sales, family and friends and work colleagues, direct selling to businesses and offices, salons. You can have a fundraiser. You can have perfume parties, or you could do it through network marketing. Tanya Eliza says, big things usually have small beginnings. And that is so true. Apple, Google, Amazon, Harley, you name it. Most of these big conglomerates and big companies that we know of today started small. So if they kind of started small, who are you? Why can't you not take that first step and start small? One step today, one step tomorrow, all towards achieving your goal. Now you may ask, how can I do this? Well, it's very simple and very easy. You can do it from your phone or from your computer. We have networks all over. So you are not limited or tied to a geographical location. Your phone can do the job, your computer, and you can do it at your own pace and at your own time. With FM has a way of rewarding and rewarding persons who work hard. So the first club that FM has is the Magnolia program. So you have from 3% all the way up to 21%. So earlier on, you would have heard me talk about a point system added to the product. Each FM product that you buy, that you purchase, that you use has points. Your points equals commissions. In other words, the more points you have, the more commissions you get, the more money in your pocket, the closer you are to achieving your goals. So with the Magnolia Club, you can earn up to an average 1,000 euros per month. But that's all dependent on how smart, not just hard, but how smart you work into achieving that goal. Now, I say FM has a way of rewarding those who work hard, and they do. They have different incentives like the Good Start, 3,000 plus, active recruitment, points mania. They have incentives for car allowance. Now, when you really sit and think about it, now I work in the public service, and I can tell you, without anything that in the public service, we don't get incentives for anything. That just doesn't happen anyway. If you get a thank you get plenty. But all you do is get a salary for what you do. And sometimes you are working in the public service doing a job that you don't even like. But why? Because we were taught, go to school, get an education. And in my case, I was told, get a public service job. When you're working in the public service, you're good. That is not all entirely true. But you may not be working in the public service. You might be working for a private entity. But does that private company give you incentives as somebody who's now starting, as somebody who's building their empire, that's building their dream and trying to achieve their dream? Or do you have to go all the way up to the corporate scale in order to get to that dream that you want? So you might be saying that it may not be possible for you to achieve that. But here's what. We have 21% goal in Magnolia business partner Leslie and Cooper in New York City. We have 21% goal of Magnolia business partner Elizabeth Callender in Trinidad. We have Mauricia Noriga, who's in St. Martin, and 18% Silver Magnolia, Genevieve Hoban, who is also in Trinidad. Now you might say this is a female thing, but it's not a female thing. We have guys who actually hit some high levels, even now starting this business opportunity. So tell me what you think when you look at this picture. What would be your legacy that you want to leave? Do you want to leave a legacy of your children or your children's children worrying about how to pay the mortgage, where they're going to get money from to do stuff? Or do you want to leave a legacy like in this picture where you can be free to relax because you know you would have set the precedent and set something in place for not only you, but also your children and your children's children to enjoy? The second club that FM has is the Orchid Club. So you have different levels from Pearl Orchid all the way up to Diamond Orchid. And you can earn an average of 160,000 TT per month. Now, you might think that it's not attainable, it's not easily achievable, and this is just too much money you're talking about, and you don't know what you're talking about. But I am telling you, it is attainable. We have 3 pearl orchids in Trinidad and Tobago: Kenwin James, Mr. Ian Anthony, and Andrew Ballard. They all started in the Magnolia program from 3% and worked their way up to achieving where they are today. We also have Mr. Clifton David Ryan, who is the Amaranth Orchid. And like I like to say, the big man in the business. He is the one who is responsible for FM being where it is today in the Western Hemisphere. He has also been recognized by FM for his continuous and hard work with this business. Then you have the Star Club. With the Star Club, you have Jasper Scar all the way to Honesta, and you could earn up to 200,000 euros per month. Now, that is something that I would love to achieve. And trust me, I am working towards getting there. And all I am doing is shifting my buying power from what I used to do to FM products and starting with simple thing. A simple thing of buying a perfume. I love perfumes, so I buy perfumes all the time. But shifting your buying power can help you achieve this goal at the Star Club. In this picture, you would see Irina Oliver. She is our senior business partner out of the UK. And again, just like every other person that I would have introduced you to from before, started somewhere. They started small and worked their way up. If you ever got the opportunity to meet Irina, now I haven't met her personally, but I have chats with her on calls. And if you ever get to hear her story, you will be amazed to see how one little step, one choice to change your future could actually get you where you are. Irina's story is simple. She was an immigrant in a foreign country, didn't know how to talk English, couldn't even speak English properly. And she did not use that as a barrier or let it stop her from achieving her goals. Now today, she is mentoring persons like myself and other business partners in helping us achieve our goals. Wouldn't you want us to help you achieve your goals? What do you desire? What do you want to do with your life? Where do you see yourself 5 years from now, 10 years from now? So with multi-level marketing, you have the freedom and the flexibility to be your own boss. You could decide who and when you want to work with. You could work around your family, and that's the amazing thing about it. So if you are a single parent and you are not too sure if you could really do this business opportunity can allow you to work around your family, and it can allow you opportunities to work abroad. Do you love to travel? Do you want to travel? Do you want to experience new things, take your family on vacations, or even just go for sightseeing? Or do you want to wait till when you retire and then try to decide, do I have enough money to actually travel? Or you're so busy trying to do other things, pay off other bills, that you didn't even put things in place for that to happen. And of course, you have unlimited earning opportunities. So what's even better than the money we make in network marketing? I can certainly tell you it's the friendships, it's the fun, it's personal growth, financial and business knowledge, because we support each other. Why? Because we are all building an empire. So we have a choice to make. On my screen, you would see 3 doors. But as my good friend Leslie-ANN Cooper likes to say, there are actually 4 doors. That 4th door is invisible, you're not seeing it there, but here's what that 4th door is. Remember earlier I asked you a question. If you can make money with no money, would you do it? Now would be the time to actually answer that question. Because here's what that fourth door is. You can decide that after hearing this business presentation, you don't want to have nothing to do with this. This not making no sense. This is wasting your time. You good where you are. You know, you could support your family with the income that you're making and just say, bye-bye business opportunity. See you no more. Don't want no part of you. That is a door that you can choose to go through. Or you can do the smart thing and decide, you know what, I may not really want to do this business thing because, you know, I kind of good, but I don't mind trying these products. You know, these products look well interested. And you can do that by becoming a preferred customer. Or you can decide, now let me try to do something a little bit different because, you know, situations changing, the economy changing. I don't really think I could survive on one income anymore. I think I need to diversify a little bit, and you can decide to become a business partner where you can use your products, buy and sell. Or you can do like what Irina did, or like even what Clifton David Ryan does, or even like what Kenwin James does, or even Leslie-Ann Cooper does, even myself, and become a team leader and train persons to do just what you are doing. Shift their buying power, you know, and build their business. It's not hard, it's not difficult, it is achievable. I love this quote by Richard Branson. He says, if somebody offers you an amazing opportunity, but you are not sure you can do it, say yes, and then learn how to do it later. You know why it's important to say yes first and then learn how to do it later? Because when you say yes, you are making that choice and taking that first step into achieving your goal. Again, what do you want to achieve? Your future depends on many things. Yes, it depends on a lot of things that we are faced with. It depends on the environment that we are in. But guess what? Your future mostly depends on you. So what choice are you going to make? So to the guests on the call, the person who invited you to this business presentation thought very highly of you. They did it because they see potential in you to achieve your dreams and your goals. This is not about us and about our goals and about our dreams. This is about you and what you want to achieve and what you desire for yourself and what you desire to see for your family, and not just your immediate family now, but for generations to come. So the guests on the call, get back to the person who invited you. I thank you so much for listening to me tonight. I thank you for taking the time to view this business presentation. And as always, I want to advise you to continue to social distance, to keep your distance, to stay together, check up on someone who you haven't heard from in a while, because things are happening that, you know, life is like a vapor. 1 minute you're here, the next minute you're gone. And that's a reality. That's a reality that we face every day. So do have a pleasant night. Leslie-Ann, thank you so much for allowing me to share. It was a pleasure sharing this business presentation with you and to the guests on the call. Do have an enjoyable night, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Thank you so much, Ori. Thank you, thank you, thank you so so much. You know, that's the good thing with our amazing company, that we could actually do collaborations. You know, Ori and I, we don't belong to the same team, but we are under the KCJ Empire. We are under the Empire Builders. We one team, one team. We have the same dream. So I do thank you, Ori. This was an amazing, amazing presentation. And I love that line, what you ended with. It mostly depends on you. So to the guest on the call, did Ori asked the question. Ori asked the question, what are you going to do? So it really depends on you. So this is our FM World presentation. I actually want to move into some testimonials. Ori, I do see that Hulda is saying excellent presentation. I'm not sure if you can see her note. And with that said, I would say I would love to bring on my good friend, my hip I did not know Hulda. Hulda actually signed up to do this business to become a member in Trinidad and Tobago whilst on vacation, and then she came back to the US and we started to collaborate. So I am so happy that she made that decision because we're joined to the hip. We build this business together. She's you know right next to me. We make decisions together, leading the team in the United States of America. So I would love to bring on the FM team legacy, Hulda Blackman, 15% silver Magnolia. You can go ahead, Hulda.
Thank you very much, Leslie-Ann. My hip, it's always a pleasure joining you on a presentation. And Ori, I want to compliment you before I say anything else for an awesome presentation. I love how it was done. And I know that you are on your way up to the top. Keep striding. I don't know which group you're from or wherever you are. And this is what I love about this thing, I hear you tonight, so from now on, my hip knows you, so as a result, we know each other. I see Genevieve is on the call tonight, so I have to give you a shout out yourself. But tonight, I just want to be grateful for this opportunity. And I want to keep it simple. My name is Hulda Blackman. I am 15% Magnolia with this company. The guests on the call, you may not understand what this is now. But like Richard Brunson said, if an opportunity presents itself, just accept it and learn as you go. So you don't have to know everything tonight. I like Leslie-Ann said, I got involved in this company while in Trinidad, visiting with my family. And I came back here to a stranger. She's no longer a stranger. Who someone told me she will help you. And I love this business because, throughout this pandemic, many people, because of isolation and lockdowns and so forth, they felt very isolated and alone. But because of FM, that never happened to me. I was always connected with people in different places. As a matter of fact, I made new friends. And above all, I was given an opportunity that allowed me not to only be doing it by myself, but to have my family and close friends also appreciating not what I'm doing, but what I can offer to them. We had a product party the other day, and my son and his wife came on, and that blessed my heart so much. You know how it feels to be doing something and your children are involved, and they were there just showing all the products and getting excited about the different products that they use. And my son, he has this statement, the bum.com, and I have to take that one up from him, you understand? And he loves the deodorant and so forth. And then my husband is the next person. I said, well, listen, if my son came on, then you have to come on next because they're products that he loves. And my landlady, she's another one. She's in her 70s and she supports. And I just love this business because we have an opportunity with wonderful products that are everyday, products that works. And we just can't keep it to ourselves. And as a result, the people who are closest to us, and that is let me put it, that is really the clinch of the story. It's easy to sell something to strangers, but when you can get those that are around you to love it as you love it, then I need not say anymore. So to the business partners who are on the call and you're not very active, I want to encourage you. Don't continue to miss out. And to the guests on the call, get back to the person who invited you and say, listen, you see that excitement I'm feeling there? I need some of that in my life. What am I supposed to do? Back to you, Leslie-Ann.
Thank you so much, Huldah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amazing testimonial, and you said it right. What we do is share it to our friends and family because, you know, to the guests on the call, regardless of what you do, you will be shopping for everyday use products. Our core product is fragrances, but everyday use products you will be shopping. So why not shift your buying power and buy from yourself? Thank you so much, Huldah. I do appreciate your testimonial this evening. So we know we cannot leave it out. You know, I call him the big man in the business. I call him Mr. Spammer. We could call him because that's what he did best to get us into this opportunity. But you know what? He is my cousin. I call him my brother because listen, he knows things about me that none of my brothers know about me. So we are very close, and I'm happy that now we're not only family, we're not only friends, but we are in business. We are business partners. So I would love to bring a gentleman who has his own career in the financial industry for 29 years, but he decided to do this business opportunity because he saw the need to help others. So this is Kenwin C. James, the Pearl Orchid of KCJ Empire. Go ahead, Kenwin.
Good night, Leslie-Ann, and good night to everyone on the call. I'm so sorry I missed Ori's presentation. One of my colleagues from my business, well, my other business, called me, and I just couldn't let her go, you know, wanted some advice and so on. And that's how I am. I love to help people, but, you know, while she was speaking, I kept looking at the clock, telling myself, I know this call is going to end soon, and Leslie's going to call on me, and I'm not there. And she just happened to end at the right time. I know Ori had an excellent presentation, and I can tell Ori in advance I would love to have her on Monday night again, so she could present KCJ Empire Live Monday. Every time Ori presents, she gets better and better. You know, that's one of the benefits of this business, personal development. You come in and you learn so much that you can use in the business and outside of the business. You get overall growth. I could say financial growth, spiritual growth. You become more motivated, your mindset changes because it has to change. In order for you to succeed in this business, you have to get better. We always say that don't wish that your problems were easier, wish that you become better. You know, the final thing I want to say tonight is, as a financial advisor, Leslie mentioned, I have 29 years in the financial services industry. And I can tell you that there are different ways to make money. You can make money in a job, you can have a business, you can have a profession, or you're into investments. And I can tell you the worst way to make money is in a job where you are exchanging time for money. Majority of persons who use that option to live and to get by, trying to achieve financial security, they fail. Unfortunately, we know this. We see it from generation to generation. And we know one of the best ways to have a good life is to be in business where you are leveraging on others. They show you all the time, people with low education start businesses and hire people with higher education. They work for them, right? So in the past, in order for you to do that, you had to invest a lot of money, open a store, open a business, expand, take a lot of risk. Tonight, you heard about a business opportunity that you can start from scratch with $0, $0, and you can build it into a multi-million-dollar business once you are prepared to do some work. And all we do is shop from our own self. We buy our products. We sell if we want to. You can even sell without having money because you can promote, take orders, take down payments, bring in the products, deliver it, and then collect the money. That's your profit. But you can also recruit people, teach them to do what you do anywhere in the world. You keep them motivated as well. And you continue to advertise and promote your business. And if you do that consistently with discipline over a 5-year period, you will be surprised to see the advancements you will make financially in that period. People normally say that working, going out and getting a job, or going into business, is risky. That's not risky. What is risky is working for 40 hours a week for 40 years of your life to go home on 40% of your last pay and have a probability of maybe living for another 40 years. That's a big risk. And we know it doesn't work. So tonight, I want to encourage you to consider this opportunity seriously. Get in and just duplicate. Listen to your leader, listen to your sponsor, listen to your trainer, get in and just do what we do. Shop, buy, sell, recruit, teach, motivate, and you can build residual income that can take care of you and your family and generations to come. So Leslie, I thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak on this platform every Wednesday night. I know you're here committed, and I look forward to future editions of NYC Empire on a Wednesday night. So thank you and have a good night, everybody.
Thank you so much, Kenwin. Thank you for taking the time to be on the calls. We do appreciate you as a leader, as a mentor, someone that truly, truly helps us through learning this industry and learning how to manage our business. So I do appreciate you. You said it right, 40, 40, 40. We started this presentation with Miles Monroe stating every problem is an opportunity, a business opportunity. So the opportunity here to you, the guest on the call, is that, that is a problem. 40, 40, 40. That is a problem, to retire on 40% of your salary. So all you need to do, this opportunity is absolutely free. You thank that person who invited you to the call, and all you have to do is give them your name, your email address, your telephone number, your address, and your date of birth to get started, to shift your buying power. So as Kenwin says, for things to change, you have to change. So I want to welcome you. For those who are also on Facebook, I want to thank you for, joining us on Facebook, joining us on Zoom. If you're watching this on Facebook and it's on a replay, just hit replay so we know, that you looked at it after, and just, welcome. This opportunity have no limits. It absolutely have no limits. So thank you for being part of our FM World Business Opportunity. Thank you for cooperating with us. Keep your distance, stay together. There's still a pandemic out there. So please, please be safe. Thank you. Have a blessed evening all.